Right, here we go. Oh shit, I can rebrand the stream.
Yes. Get rebranding.
Look at that.
Hi everybody, and welcome to
Oh, here we go.
That
It's Big Tim.
is-
portion of the show.
That is gorgeous.
Where's the fucking- where's my mouse cursor?
Scours the globe for the best in video games for you to enjoy, with a focus on indie
Very
developers
windy out there.
who are lovely, and you'll get to meet them today as well as enjoy their games. And there's nothing else to worry about, so just sit back and relax and enjoy Day of the Des, Summer Games Fest edition.
Is the audio a bit weird?
Oh, that's a prop.
Bit clippy. Like
We
we're
love
talking
Cappy
some
Games
weak
at Day of the
audio.
Devs. They've been
Yeah.
making
Nice.
incredible games for
it's
20
settled
years
now?
up in Toronto. You might know them for games like Below or Super Brothers Sword and Sorcery, or maybe you know their incredible puzzle games like Grindstone and Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. Well, if you're in the latter, we're very excited to announce their next great puzzle game.
Do you like capybara games?
Hi,
Do I like
I'm
hoodie?
Eileen from Cappy Games.
And I'm Dan, Cappy's creative director.
We're so thrilled today to be able to give you a first look at what we've been up to at the studio since releasing Grindstone. Introducing Battle Vision Network.
Oh shit. So this looks like Might and Magic Clash of Heroes, which was fucking great.
Oh, I love the style.
EVN fuses cozy, color-matching puzzle gameplay with deep turn-based tactics to test players in fast-paced online battles.
It's a 1v1 puzzle battle in the galaxy's most watched sport.
Anyone at home hearing that sort of occasional sort of stuttering on the
Battle Vision
audio, or is
Network's
that
a
just
spiritual
me?
successor
No, I
from
can hear that
Cappy's
here,
most
so I'll just
beloved
refresh
Oh, can you?
my
Oh, right, so
stream.
that might just be the
Clash of Heroes.
Yeah.
stream.
BVN
Right.
reimagines Clash of Heroes' puzzle combat design to center an element that we at Cappy felt was one of its most
Yeah,
interesting
it is weird, isn't it?
facets, multiplayer.
Over several rounds, take turns launching attacks by creating
this
color-matched
looks so
formation
nice.
with your
Yeah,
units.
this will be really good.
Vertical
Clash of
matches
Heroes was
create
fantastic.
attackers. Horizontal matches create defenders.
The rapid-fire matches
And this is
last
like
a couple
different
of minutes.
setting, but appears to
BVN
be
isn't just about
similar
dominating
game.
matches. BVN teams spend a season vying for the title of champion, and the player community ultimately decides which team takes the crown.
Choose between multiple teams, bursting with personality and characters, each with its own playstyle and home arena.
Win a match with the Ragtags team, that win shapes the stats, outcome, and narrative events of the season for everyone.
Gameplay is simple enough to jump into, but as you rise in the ranks, you'll unlock new units, each with game-changing abilities, and discover endless new tactics and strategies. Charismatic captains front each team. Captains run the playfield with big personalities and outsized power in the form of tide-turning special abilities.
When building the wild world of BVN, we weren't just influenced by our own game, Clash of Heroes. We were also inspired by the theatricality and spectacle of Eurovision. Cappy's art team has outdone
You say
themselves with a
Eurovision?
fantastic roster of hand-drawn and
No,
hand-animated
I thought you
characters,
said,
fashion-forward
I
I
thought
don't
you
colors.
said
believe
we're
it is.
also inspired by
Television
Eurovision.
Network is a live, season-based game.
Yeah, I
with
think
new
you
twists,
did say that.
new
Yeah.
characters, fresh rankings,
All
and
right,
narrative
enough
surprises emerging every
Fair dues.
season.
Also excited to feature a phenomenal soundtrack by our frequent collaborators, the incredible Jim Guthrie and Sam Webster.
Amazing. Jim Guthrie soundtrack.
You'll be able to play BVN on mobile, PC, and console, and we'll be announcing more details soon.
We're so thankful to Day of the Devs for a chance to introduce
Oh, it would look great on mobile.
Yeah.
I'm grateful to our awesome partners, Netflix. Wishlist the game to join the fun.
Oh, and it's going to be on Netflix, so I don't even have to pay any
Our next
money
title
for it.
comes to us from the Game Bakers, a small studio in Montpellier, France, who claim to make games the same way they
Yay,
cook food,
Spafford.
with a lot
Yeah.
of love.
That's like
Their
when
next
Idle
dish comes
Thumbs.
to us piping hot,
When
fresh
Idle
from the
Thumbs
oven.
was a thing.
It'll take us to dizzying heights, which quite frankly give me the heebie-jeebies. So hold on tight, making its gameplay debut today. This is
Do
Can.
you think James has gone to bed?
Yeah, I'd love to know. Ken, yeah, I'd love to know what James is actually doing. Or
Yeah.
actually, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe better off
Wait for the best.
not knowing. I mean, we just saw this, and it appears to be the same trailer again.
Hi, I'm Emmerich from the
okay,
Game
right.
Bakers.
Fair
Maybe you know us for Fury or Haven. Fury was a hack and slash and Haven an RPG, but both were games about freedom. Live free, free to love who you want. Today I'm presenting our next game, Cairn.
Game Breakers
final
it's
part
just a
of our Freedom
nice
trilogy.
name for a studio,
It
isn't
is
it?
a nice name for a studio.
In Cairn, you play an alpinist who's climbing a deadly mountain. You put your life at risk to reach a summit that nobody reached before.
Mountain.
You are obsessed by this ascent and you are climbing to free yourself from your own chains. Cairn is what we call a survival climber. You have to climb, but also survive in
I
the
was just
mountain.
like, oh, what's that thing in the top left of the screen? I
The
realised I
timing is
hadn't
very
fully
realistic.
taken away the
You can climb
magical
absolutely
wealth
everywhere
accumulator.
as long as you manage to keep your
Oh, it's like
balance
a
and
weird little
stamina.
watermark.
Yeah.
If you are careless, you fall. Falling, trying again the same route or a completely different route, trying over and over. To make it, you have to push yourself, to go beyond your limits. Each wall to climb feels like an opponent, almost like a boss fight. Even though you can climb free solo,
Yep.
alpinism has a natural
He's
checkpoint device, pitons.
I'm back.
Hello.
But you have a
How
limited
you
amount,
feeling?
and
Oh,
using
great.
them at the right
What
time.
did you do? What are we allowed to say?
No, it's all good.
Eventually, reaching the top of
You
the
did what?
wall
What have I
is
missed?
extremely satisfying.
So you missed
Ken.
Capybara doing a new game that's very clearly sequel, not sequel to
Thanks
Might and
for
Magic
watching.
Clash of Heroes that they
And
did ages
wishlist
ago,
a game to stay tuned.
and was really fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
So that looks cool.
A
And then we've
two-person
just
team
seen
in Canada
Ken
has
again.
been developing this next game in absolute
Is this
secrecy
was that the
over the
the
last 3
The
years.
Songs.
climate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As
the
a
climbing
fellow
one. Yeah.
Canadian, I called dibs on introducing it. You may also recognize one of the developers' voices from their wildly popular YouTube channel. From Nanopark Studios and I Am 8-Bit Presents, prepare yourself for... wait for it.
Yeah, is the audio weird for you, James, in this?
It is a bit weird, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
That's just the stream then, I guess.
Yeah, man.
How annoying. What's this then?
Hello there, my name's Brandon.
And I'm Danny, and we are here to show you our game, Pedal Runner.
Pedal Runner is a retro-flavored slice-of-life
Get some
RPG where
Pokemon
you
vibes
play
from
as a
this guy, I'm
motorcycle
not
courier
sure
if,
that
uh,
delivers
I'm
pets
alone
to
there.
people in a city called Sapphire Valley.
In Sapphire Valley, the company
So, Sean,
Hannah Pets
and
has
Matt, what
developed
did you
new
think of
devices
the
called leap cells to power their
the
newest
key
generation
extravaganza?
of digital pets by using an unexpected field
It
source.
was fine. I mean, I think presentation-wise, nice and speedy. Nothing really
Leap
big
cells
to
are
announce.
delivered and installed
But
by
we- I guess
specialized
we expected
couriers
that,
known
but-
as pedal runners.
Yeah.
As a pedal runner, this installation
Yeah,
involves
well,
planting the
not
cell
blown
and
away.
calibrating it by
No,
performing a
nothing
series
really
of
too
quick
blows
and
away.
varied mini games.
But then we were expecting that, right?
Yeah. So we can't be disappointed.
No, it's physically impossible.
Once that
Yeah, what
calibration
was
is
the
complete,
big announcement
the
then?
Hannah Pet
It probably
begins to
was
farm.
that
I
Lego
don't know if there was anything.
Horizon game.
But
I
then
don't
that was
think there anything
already.
particularly like
You play
sort
as
of
Callie,
mind
who's
blowing.
the
No,
new
and it was all
recruit for the
leaked
program.
anyway. But
Yeah.
So being
which
new
doesn't
in
help.
town and with a bit of a shy personality, Callie does encounter a few challenges along the way. Just from the difficulty of dealing with
Oh, the
customers
Alan
and
Wake
talking to
stuff.
people in general,
That's true. Yeah.
to
Oh,
the
yeah.
rivalry with the
I
fellow
found
recruits.
interesting on that. They're like, yeah, we're releasing it physically, but just the special editions and
Fortunately,
limited
Callie is
editions.
joined
So
by
like,
their pet
you
companion,
can't
Kira.
just get like a, you know.
Kira is unique
I'm
in
surprised
that
they
he's
didn't
a prototype
show
of Hannah
off
Pets,
what
which
you
is a
get
simpler
with it,
and
or
now
maybe they don't know
obsolete
yet.
handheld model. So
Maybe.
with that outdated tech, Kira has some quirks, like his battery isn't always reliable.
Let's have a look.
But he's way more outgoing than Callie, and so he's great to have around when meeting new
Yeah,
people.
I think I'm gonna have to go to
He's
bed.
practically
It's like
indispensable.
1 o'clock. And
No worries,
The
man.
Runner program will take Callie and Kira
Cool.
through the 4
I'm
unique
sure this will be
districts
good though.
of Sapphire
I mean, this
Valley.
is the. I really wish
Along
this
the way,
was
mysterious
first.
occurrences will begin to
Honestly,
surface,
before
and
the
we will encounter individuals
for
who
is
think
it
that there
okay,
may be
Summer
more to
Game
uncover
Fest,
about
not
the new
Games
Hannah
Fest.
Pets
Yeah,
sensation.
that's right.
Correct.
Okay, well, I'm going to go, and hopefully there'll be more exciting things in this that I can read about tomorrow
So,
morning.
you know, it's got
I think there will be.
motorcycles,
Always
robots,
is.
there's flowers,
Yeah,
there's
man.
pets. We tried
Night,
to really
dude.
give the
All
story
right,
some
night,
heart
James.
to it,
Bye bye.
and we just hope you have fun playing.
And thanks for checking out Pedal Runner.
I wonder how long it's going to take James to leave the call.
Oh, shame it's PC
Developed
only
in
for
Shanghai
me,
by
who
Power
doesn't.
Studio, our next game is a dystopian
Steam Deck, Matt.
thriller that says every bit
Yeah,
Orwellian
when
as
they
it
release the
is Lynchian.
sequel, announce sequel, I'm
It's
definitely
a
going to get
tale
one.
of temporal
Definitely.
technologies, unimaginable body horrors, and psychedelic nightmares. This is Karma: The Dark World.
This doesn't sound like my sort of thing, Matt.
That sounds good to me.
No, I
Body
don't like
horror.
this. No, thank you.
Oh. Okay.
嗨，各位好，我是 Karma 的 Dark World 的创意总监王永鹤。我们团队月朗工作室来自于中国上海，团队的目标是带给全球玩家有趣且有深度的叙事驱动类游戏。很荣幸借此机会向各位玩家展示由我们才华横溢的月朗团队所制作的。
Can't believe James left a second there's someone speaking Chinese and saying just so he can verify.
Verify the translation.
Yeah. This looks freaky.
It does. Oh,
这是一
Twin
款
Peaks.
第一人称叙事驱动类的心理恐怖游戏。玩家将扮演利维坦思想局的任务干员丹尼尔。
How did you get back to Twin Peaks?
任务目的是
I started watching that when I first
I've never seen it.
moved out and the whole world of paying my wrists. But I was enjoying it. I just stopped.
体验完全不同的情绪和故事。
No,
一个
shamefully
是在
never
法
seen
乌
it.
托邦的现实世界，你将了解到扭曲、压抑、毫无人性的社会观。另一个是用记忆所构建的脑中世界，你将看见诡异恐怖的
Yeah,
画面，
Yeah, so
但
this,
却包含令
obviously,
人痛心的
this
真
is
相。
obviously talking a lot
在这个
about
游戏
stuff
中，
that
作
happens
为
in
看
China
人
and they're
需要
developing
坚
it
守意
in
志，
China.
效忠这座
So
城市掌控
that
者
is
利
interesting.
维坦公司。
Comrade Bob
但直到有一
87
天
says,
你
Matt,
发
are
现
you
正在
planning
调
to
查
stream
案
Still
件
Wakes
发
the
生了
Deep
翻
when it
天覆
comes
地的
out? It's
变
going to
化。
be on Game Pass.
你冰冷的心
Yeah, I
从
don't
此
know. I would
开始
like to get back to streaming, but I don't know. I mean, it has got chasing, hasn't it? And
Has it?
I think it's got chasing. Well, it looks scary anyway.
这就是卡马的
Peter Molyneux, so Devolver's on immediately after this, I believe, in, well, so at 1 a.m.
想
our
要了解
time.
更多关于这个故事的最后的真相，请访问我们的网站 karmadarkworld.com， 我们会第一时间告知你试玩的 demo 相关时间。最后，请大家享受预告片。
Enjoy life, he says.
It's nice to hear, isn't it?
Very positive sentiment from a man making a game that looks like this.
It just looks fascinating. Look at it.
This can't be real.
Yeah, I don't like this. Don't like this at all. Yeah, but the plan is for us to stay up for the Devolver one.
Definitely, yeah.
Made it this far.
I will echo.
Oh yeah, it's stupid to quit now.
How do you follow up making 2 of the best indie games of all time?
Probably a bit too much for me, but it does
Make
look interesting.
50 more. That's what's happening with UFO 50. This is from the team at Mossmouth, who made Spelunky and Spelunky 2.
Oh, shit.
It's as if you took the
Spelunky
modern
dive.
design sensibilities of today and went back in time and made an entire console worth of retro games. And it's coming so soon.
Hi, I'm Derek. I'm John, and we're part of the team of indie developers working on UFO 50. a
Oh
collection
shit,
of
it's
50
UFO
games.
50.
You heard
I've
that
seen Chris
correctly.
Schilling
That's 50
tweeting at people
brand
about
new
this a
games.
lot.
What?
It's like a big collection of games.
Wow.
Basically.
First and foremost, these are not mini games. Some of the games are smaller, like arcade style games. Others are quite large, with expansive worlds.
I
to
love this.
explore.
So like we've got so many
Every single
ideas.
game is a complete
We're
experience.
creating a mini, well not mini, a game collection. 50 of them. Wow.
There's a story that connects all these games too. We invented a fictional company called UFO Soft that developed these games for a fictional 80s game console. This company's history spans from 1982 to 1990, and the games get more technically advanced as the years go on. And as you explore the timeline, you'll find that some games have sequels or recurring characters.
We also thought about the limitations
that's
of
great,
the
a shared
hardware.
narrative.
Yeah.
We devised a strict 32 color palette, as well as audio restrictions to make you feel like you're in the world of UFO 50, no matter which game you're playing.
But one area where we didn't limit ourselves is in the game's design.
That's so good.
We were happy to build on modern game design and genres, and we strived to make sure that each game felt like a unique experience. Our goal isn't just to remind you of a bygone era, it's also to provide 50 fresh experiences. We like to think that UFO Soft was a company that was ahead of its time.
All of the games are unlocked from the start, so you can explore the collection in your own way. Every game's not going to be everyone's favorite, but figuring out which games you like is part of the fun. With so much variety, you're sure to find something to get lost in, whether you prefer fast-paced action games or thinky strategy games.
And we all have fond memories of going to a friend's house and browsing their game library for something to play together. So half of UFO 50's games have multiplayer, either co-op or versus.
Needless to say, UFO 50 has been in development for a long time. But today, we're very excited to finally announce a release date.
That's right, UFO 50 is coming to Steam on September 18th.
Oh, just on Steam initially.
That'd be great on Steam, that wouldn't it? All those games.
Yeah, man.
Perfect.
Please find our Steam page and wishlist the game so that you can be notified when it comes out.
The developer of this next game should be a pretty familiar
Very
face,
cool, very
so it should
cool.
be no surprise what they've cooked up. But nevertheless, it's still a world premiere. So take it away, Spry Fox.
Spry Fox, what have they done? Oh, Cozy Grove. Played this on this is on Apple Arcade for ages.
Oh, okay.
It was fine. I wasn't hugely fussed on it.
Is it a city builder type thing, or?
It's more Animal Crossing.
Okay.
It's like finding these spirits and getting stuff for them.
Bit of fishing, bit of cleaning.
Rejuvenating the environment, basically. It is the Alpha Band, Deb, yes. Pre-order on the apps. It's already. Oh right, so Netflix are picking it up. Okay. Fair enough.
So it's gone from Apple
everyone.
Arcade to
I'm Dave
Netflix.
Edery,
Yeah,
the
looks
co-founder and studio manager of Spry Fox.
And I'm Jamie Antonise, lead narrative designer of Cozy Grove Camp Spirit.
We hope you enjoyed the worldwide
quite the
premiere of
hat.
Cozy Grove Camp Spirit. We're really grateful to be a part of Day of the Devs alongside so many creative and inspiring developers. We started Spry Fox 14 years ago with the goal of making the world a happier place. This is the first game we're launching since we became part of Netflix. That's allowed us to focus all of our energies on making this game as delightful and meaningful as possible, and to bring it to all Netflix users without any advertisements or in-app purchases of any kind. We feel really lucky.
As you just saw, Cozy Grove Camp Spirit takes place on a haunted island where you'll assist an unusual assortment of troubled but insanely cute ghostly bears. Each bear has a unique personality and backstory that unfolds through your interactions with them. It's a spooky but heartwarming life sim game where your small daily acts of kindness advance the story.
We want Cozy Grove Camp Spirit to be a game that you can come back to at your own pace for months, if not years to come. We want it to be a game that brings you joy and relaxation whenever you need it most. And hopefully, it'll be a game with a story that sticks with you forever because the characters really make you care.
Cozy Grove Camp Spirit is launching soon, so pre-register now on your mobile app store to be the first Spirit Scout on the island. We'll see you there.
It's so weird how Netflix
Are you a
games
dog
thing
lover?
because
then you'll be
No
super
one
into our next
subscribes to
title.
Netflix for the
Oh,
games.
I'm more into cats, but this game is just
So
so
I wonder how
cute,
they
I can't
judge
help but
or
be
measure
into it.
success.
Yeah.
Is it like time spent in game, number of downloads? I mean,
Yeah, because it's not going to meaningfully move the needle on
Hello,
number of
everyone.
Netflix
My name is Ben.
subscribers.
I'm the founder and creative
But there is
director of
loads of
Studio
really good
Telema.
stuff
We're a
on
small
there.
indie studio based in Brussels, Belgium, and we are working
never
on our
even
first
looked into
title,
Mm.
Koira.
Oh, dog game.
Or was it a
Koira
cat?
is a narrative game where you wake up in a snowy forest and encounter a small puppy who got trapped. You set him free, and together you go on a beautiful adventure and set out to reach Koira's house. This relationship is really at the heart of our game. In Koira, you go through a musical forest, filled with sounds to discover and interact with. For example, each character and animal in the forest is voiced by a different instrument.
Phil, well, that was a reference to the
And you can
animal
use their
world
voice
discussion
to interact
about
with the
whether
world,
it's a cat or a dog.
to activate ancient statues, to speak to whimsical
It's
animals,
definitely a dog, by the way.
and to earn
Yes,
the trust
yeah.
of the
They
player.
said puppy. They said puppy.
It was on
To progress through the story, you
the
can also
Eggplant
manipulate items
podcast,
and use your new
they had
company's
Billy
unique
Basso on.
abilities.
It's really good. It's really worth listening
With
to.
these, you can solve
But
puzzles,
yeah, I refer to it as a dog.
but you can also just play together. For example, by playing fetch, building snowmen, or my personal favorite, playing hide and seek. As they journey through the winter wonderland, they encounter obstacles, they share laughs, and they save other woodland creatures. But if winter is magical, it's also dangerous. And they are not alone in this forest. Mysterious hunters are
don't make
lurking
it
around and
dangerous.
following them.
Oh, why
You don't need to do
Our
that.
goal with Koira is to create a universal tale which focuses on the emotional journey. We want to create a game that is as immersive and intuitive as possible. It's a game without any
I like
text
an
nor
emotional journey.
dialogue. The whole
Favorite
story
kind of
is
journey.
brought to life through expressive hand-drawn art, frame-by-frame animation, and a beautiful original soundtrack. Let yourself be carried away by the magical and serene atmosphere of the forest. Contemplate and play at your own pace. We can't wait to share more with you. So if you'd like to be one of the first one to hear about what we're up to and our upcoming demo, please head over to our Steam page to wishlist the game. Thanks again.
Yeah, this
and
looks
we look
lovely.
forward to sharing
Love
more
the
with you.
love the colours. Love these kind of like cloud-like, well, lots of cloud-like things. Yeah, that looks lovely.
I love
really
a good
nice.
puzzle game, especially one with a really elegant
Oh,
design
so it's
that evolves
co-produced
as
by
you
Don't
play.
Nod.
Better
Oh,
yet,
yeah.
if it's got a beautiful art style or a captivating narrative to pull you through. Well, this game has all of that. This is Arranger from indie supergroup Furniture and Mattress.
Hola, soy Nico Recabarren de Mendoza, Argentina. Hace un tiempo hice un juego de puzzles multipremiado llamado Ethereal, junto con Tommy Batista. Desde entonces hemos estado trabajando muy duro en una aventura mucho más ambiciosa, junto con nuevos amigos. David Hellman, cuyo arte
Oh, shit.
expresivo seguramente recuerdes por Braid,
David
y
Hellman.
Nick Sander, que con su humor y creatividad probablemente te ha hecho soltar más de una risa.
Oh, Mick Sutner,
con
former
nuestra visión
from
creativa
former One Up
compartida,
dude.
queremos
He
traerles
worked at
algo que se
PlayStation.
sienta
Yeah, he was
fresco
doing
y
like
ligero.
head of indie
Ojalá
or
les
his
guste
indie
este
scout
nuevo
or whatever it was
vistazo
at
a
PlayStation.
Arranger, a Role Puzzling Adventure.
In Arranger, you play as Gemma, a
Oh, yeah, I remember
slightly
seeing this
chaotic
before.
young woman who's looking to venture out beyond the overly cozy confines of her hometown. Always been a bit of a misfit, which isn't helped by the strange way that she moves through the world. As she moves, objects on the same row or column move with her. And if she gets to the edge of the gameplay grid, she loops around to the
Love
other
this.
side. We use this core set of mechanics in a wide variety of interesting ways throughout the adventure, never hesitating on any one idea for too long, to keep things feeling breezy, playful, and respectful of your time. The entire game world exists on a sprawling, interconnected grid, on which you'll find towns full of lovable weirdos to chat with and advance the story. Wilderness spaces to navigate full of optional puzzles and exciting mysteries. And dungeons teeming with monsters to puzzle your way past. Or through. told through expressive comic-style cutscenes. We follow Gemma on her journey of self-discovery. Heading out beyond the walls of her town, she soon discovers a beautiful, inspiring world. But also one ruled by fear and a strange, immovable force called the Static. Can she disrupt a culture of stagnation and find a place to fit into it? Find out in a new type of role puzzling game when Arranger launches on July 25th.
Another Netflix one.
There's never been a bigger red herring
Feel
than
like
the
money's
developer
changed
named
hands
Cozy
here.
Game Pals.
I mean,
because
obviously it
their
has, but do
idea
you know what I
of
mean? Like,
cozy-
it's
Yeah.
a lot of
Well, I
Netflix
mean,
stuff.
there's been a
Your
bunch,
world
isn't there? A bunch of
premiere
Netflix
first
games.
look At the very first release from Blumhouse Games.
Oh, is this the one?
Amy,
Yeah.
are you okay?
The sort of horror anthology one.
Oh, this one, yeah.
Do you see anyone? Nah, it's totally empty. I hope
Or
the
is this
board
just
looks
one
as
of those
creepy
games?
as I imagine.
Rather than the whole
Let's go.
thing.
With hands entwined and hearts aligned, we seek the realm of the undefined.
Yeah, I love these old PS1 style graphics.
Don't worry, Viv. If any ghosts actually show up,
It's weird the visuals combined
I'll
with
protect you.
full voice acting though.
Yeah, it doesn't seem...
I mean, it's fine. It's just, yeah, incongruous.
Where did you go?
Well, that's kind of unsettling itself, so that kind of lends itself to the game, actually.
Hello? Amy! Just go home, Viv. I'll save
You say don't be
no matter
afraid,
what.
but I am.
Very,
So-
very afraid.
Everything is going to be spectacular. I'm happy here. So happy.
Gosh, coming out on everything.
A few months ago, this next game appeared on the interwebs out of nowhere. It mystified us. It seems like a novelty at first, but then you realize just how profound its mechanics and rendering engine are. From Crescent Moon Games and Those Dang Games, this is Screenbound, a game.
Oh shit!
Hey guys, it's Josh Precise.
Have you seen
I'm
the
game director of Screenbound.
footage of this?
They will be talking with
It's
Kyle.
the one where you're like
who's
looking
the
at a
developer. We'll be talking
Game
about the
Boy
game's
type thing
mechanics.
whilst moving
how it
around.
Oh, right, yeah,
and how
that,
they're
yeah.
going.
Hi, my name is Kyle McKeever.
This is rendering both the
I'm
3D and the
developer of
2D,
Screenbound.
right?
And Josh, you and I have been working together on Screenbound for a couple months now. Do you want to talk about the idea of how Screenbound came to be?
So I was watching
Yes,
a
this
video
looks
of
really
someone
interesting.
playing a
Yeah.
Game Boy, and I don't know why it came to mind exactly, but just seeing the image of someone holding a device in their hand with an environment in the background and something happening on the screen made me think, how could you link this all together into a game where you're playing on the screen and you've got a 3D environment and they're both linked? It started with a little prototype of just a character holding the device, having an endless running
crazy.
motion and jumping at the same time as seeing it in 2D and 3D.
And then the other part of it was the controls from the prototype. They weren't set in place.
I think we were having this problem where you're exploring this world, but only facing forward, and you can move side to side, but you're only looking in front of you. So at first we're like, okay, maybe we can just do a 180 so you can at least go backwards, because we were constantly moving forward in 3D space. So we tried that. That felt a little weird. And then at that point I was like, you know what? Since most of the games out there that people are familiar with are first-person shooter games, why don't we try FPS controls? And then you implemented an FPS controller and kept the 2D essentially the same, and for some reason it just miraculously worked. So the device itself that you use in Screenbound is a quantum device. How that works in the context of the game is that the 2D world that's presented on the screen is actually projecting an environment as a 3D world, which is also how it works in the level editor, because the level editor is 2D, and once you finish your level, or you're finished working on it, it actually builds the entire 3D geometry out and creates
That's
a 3D
crazy.
world.
Yeah.
both dimensions are equally important, and you have to be paying attention to both
Yeah, that is
to
wild.
get anywhere in the game. Because, first of all, the enemies are in 2D. So if you're walking along in 3D and you're not looking at the screen, you're going to die probably within 5 to 10 seconds because you're going to be hit by an enemy. You're going to see some distortion effect on the screen, and that's where
That's so
the two
clever.
dimensions meet, and you're going to get pushed back and you're going to lose some health from your battery bar. But immediately you're going to realize that you can't play one or the other dimension. You have to be paying attention to both.
So yes,
When
you
I'm
have to watch
testing and
both.
developing, if I lose track of the 2D side, I'm always running into
But I'm like
enemies.
2DS as well.
And
It's
that's how
probably-
you die. The biggest risk in 3D is literally falling. It's pretty clear cut though, because everything translates fairly one-to-one. If there's like pixelated grass in the 2D world, there's going to be grass in the 3D world. Same with trees.
Yeah, all that stuff crosses over except some of the puzzle elements or some of the things you only see in 2D or you only see in 3D, like the fan.
Yeah, you kind of solve puzzle elements more so on the 3D side, but then you survive threats by focusing on the 2D side.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll talk soon.
Our next game
Cool.
takes what you might consider
Yeah,
a
very
dream
nice.
Keen on
job and
that.
adds a heap of dread. You play as a zookeeper tending to animals, except something is terribly wrong. Developed by an international team at Clapperheads, this is Zoocosis. And I promise you've never seen giraffes like this before.
You think they're cute? I don't. You've all been to the zoo, and each of you has your favorite animals. But do you know what happened here at night behind closed doors? I'm Valentin Shukin, the lead game designer of the Zoocosis game, and I invite you to become a night zookeeper.
Nope, don't like this.
Oh, are you finally awake? Good. Get up. It's time to get to
All
work.
right. Zoocosis. That's a great name though.
It is.
Hurry up. You have nothing.
Stranger Things style soundtrack.
Yeah.
What was that? There's something in the works that you're not ready to know about yet.
The plot of Zoocosis was written in the best traditions of the thriller and horror genres. We aim to create a dark atmosphere resembling the works of Hans Giger, Lovecraft, and Edgar Allan Poe. We achieve this through lighting placement, color correction, textures, and environmental props.
This is our mobile veterinary station. Here you'll be mixing medications for our animals.
Are they sick?
Well, they can be. We need to closely monitor the health of the animals. We have some quite rare specimens.
The mutation, the parasite, and the infection that's happening to these animals, it's kind of like reprogramming their biology.
Fuck off. Well, that's Dave out. The one way to
my
ruin
God.
a giraffe for Dave.
Jesus.
Make it a spider.
Dave's worst and worst
Giraffe
nightmare.
head
Actually,
acting like
that would be the
a
ultimate
bug
worst
and
nightmare.
kind of
His favourite
slithering
animal destroyed.
with its jaw unhinged, try to bite you. The concept of the giraffe set the basis of each animal having their own unique design in their mutation.
There also will be many endings in the game. Each of the endings depend on the choices made by the player during the game. Planning
Jesus.
out all the endings was quite challenging. We dedicated a substantial amount of time structuring the paths and dialogues into a unified framework to ensure seamless functionality.
Every zookeeper is entitled to a service car. This one's mine. If you perform well tonight, you'll get one in the morning. Is that your wife? Should I tell her you're staying here for the night? Keep in mind, I'll lock you in until morning.
Your main goal will be to save the edibles, including the infected ones that have turned into mutants. Save
So
them
Lamborghini
and save yourself.
Countach there in the car park that you won't be getting.
Really hope that you will enjoy the Zoocosis releasing this summer. Wishlist it on Steam and follow us on social media. Thank you so much for the support. See ya.
Why are you so jumpy?
No thanks. I'm good.
Whoa.
And that's the game. except not quite. Because see, in While Waiting by Optilusion Games, waiting is always an option, but not the whole story. And that's what I like about our next title. It's more than meets the eye. See what mischief you can get up to while waiting.
Hi everyone, I'm Dom, the founder of Optilusion Games. We're a game studio based in Irvine. Today I'm thrilled to reintroduce our latest game, While Waiting. While Waiting is a game about waiting for things to happen, waiting for the bus, waiting for the traffic, waiting for the line to move.
I'm into this.
Follow our main
Yeah,
character
I love the art
Adam
style's
as
really
he
nice.
waits his way through the various scenarios of everyday life. Maybe you want to be a well-behaved kid and embody good old-fashioned patience. Or perhaps you want to get up to a little tomfoolery. Or maybe a lot of it.
Phoebus, when did I say I don't like classical music? I think I said I
People who
often
really want to do
struggle
something,
with
you
it,
can
right?
find your own way to kill the time.
Well, I'm not
We
furious.
also have
Famously
prepared a
hates
list
Bach.
of meaningless challenges to help you with it. If they're too hard,
Okay, so there's a bunch
or
of different
maybe
ways
not
of solving
your
each
cup of
one.
tea, that's okay.
I'm into this.
We
Yeah,
also
this
have a
looks lovely.
very, very helpful fidget button, specially designed for you. Just press it. Explore over 100 hand-painted levels, each chock full of mini-games, fun little interactions, Easter eggs, and things you should definitely
There's
not
a fidget
try
button,
in your
okay.
daily life. Don't worry about Adam though, he's a tough little guy. Get to know his family, his friends, and his victims as you follow Adam's life from birth to death with every mundane thing in between. But do remember, your goal is to wait, nothing else.
From birth to death. Oh god.
Add to waitlist on Steam. Wishlist.
During the
God,
selection
hello.
process, this next game really caught my eye. It's got cyberpunk vibes, horror vibes, ghost vibes, all the vibes.
What's
with this
with all
game,
the horror
Toronto-based
stuff this
developer
year?
Rocket Adrift really
I don't
captured
like
something
it.
unique.
Horror's the new farming sim.
Clearly, preferred the farming sims.
Oh, this looks good. Oh, what was that indie game I bloody love where like the nominated for Game of the Year and like in the town is kind of like consumed by like the big energy
Psychoma
plant.
is a cyberpunk
Oh,
horror game.
Norco.
Norca, yeah.
One
Getting
of
some
the concepts that
Norco-ish
we wanted
vibes.
to
I think it's off
really
Game Pass now,
emphasize
which is
was
amazing. Oh,
identity,
gonna
what
have
it
to
means
buy
to
it.
be who you
Norco's
are,
fantastic.
and
Yeah.
how horrific it might be if that was stripped from you. The protagonist has amnesia. You don't know who you are.
The idea of
And lots,
losing
again, lots of the same
yourself,
themes as Norco.
It seems like it should be the one thing that can't be taken away from you.
We wanted to set the game into a kind of cyberpunk future. We were really interested in the paranormal concepts and the more grounded future technology. Cyberpunk has a lot of themes that fit well with the story that we wanted to tell. The idea of what makes humans human, having your environment really impact who you are and what you're dealing with, this kind of dystopian future. That's kind of horrific in itself.
In our main character, Hayes, we also decided to make them non-binary and biracial.
part of that is what like creates a rift in their ability to like connect with other people. And so Psychroma was a great way for me to explore that part of myself, and like not being black enough for the black community and obviously not white passing. And I've never really been able to explore that or really talk about that openly until now, I think. We like to write from our own perspectives, and I feel like that's really helpful for a certain kind of player that's looking for that in their narrative-driven games. It really is amazing to see people interact with the media you made and like get it. For anyone else out there that's looking to make impactful indie games, it's going to be hard, but the feeling that you get when you get that game into someone's hands, there's nothing else like it. And for me, it's way worth it.
It's time to get cozy.
Fair enough.
And this game is about as cozy as it
That
gets.
looks interesting, yeah. That looks pretty good.
It didn't look that scary,
Not quite in the way
actually,
you
by
described.
the end, but
By
yeah.
Tanant Games, this is building relationships.
It's got, yeah, like cyberpunk, about identity. You know, that's the kind of
And
stuff
I'm
I
here
like.
to show you
What is he doing with that
probably the most
Blue Yeti
stupid
mic?
game
Oh, wow.
you'll see all day today.
That is unorthodox.
It's a silly adventure game where you play as a house on a date.
Oh shit, I remember this.
And it's called Building Relationships. Take a look.
Looks really good.
I don't think I have seen this.
No, I think I might have been thinking of something else actually.
In this game,
I was thinking of a 2D game. It seems
on the
this is something else.
You'll be exploring
Again,
the area,
very kind of like
moving
PS1,
around, just
Saturn
like a
style
real house.
graphics.
Here's a bunch of wacky structures you can meet, like Mint, who's a friendly apartment, here to help introduce you to the others. Or Millie, who's this tall windmill that might just step on you if you ask them nicely. You'll
Yeah, they
also
should call
find these
it
jesters
Flatamari.
hiding around the island. They're not looking for a
if there's
date.
apartments.
They're in a very complicated
Needs work.
polycule, but they'll help you unlock new abilities.
The
like
name's already
jumping
a good pun, Matt. Why would you seek to try and improve on
and wave dashing.
Maybe it's a
If you're looking
that's a
for a
DLC.
break, there's a bunch of fishing spots around the island. Though the local wildlife might not be what you expected.
Gary's saying it's a bit Goat Simulator. I know what you mean.
Oh,
I do know what you mean.
looks like there's a few questions on stream. Let me take a look. Is this a dating sim? Not exactly. There's some dating elements, but the story all takes place in one day. So think of it more like a short hike, but stupid.
Fair enough. The short
Are
hike,
you
but
okay?
stupid. What a pitch.
No. Is my mother proud of me? No. Can you have sex in the game? No. But there is some plans for DLC because just like in real life, you have to pay extra for that. An unexpected adventure awaits in Building Relationships. Wishes now on Steam. Man, what am I doing in my life?
Yeah, I love this.
Last
this
summer,
looks
Day
very
of the Devs
interesting.
featured a
Movie
little-known
Biscuits
game
Buildings Have
that
Feelings
celebrates
2 is
the
a game I was
everyday
thinking
and
of.
turns it into something
So I wasn't going
therapeutic.
mad.
It became an absolute hit, and we're oh so happy to world premiere their latest DLC.
Oh, is this? Yeah. A little to the left.
Hello, I'm Annie. And
I never
is
played this
Lucas.
after all the
Here
kind
we
of
are,
hype and
working
excitement
hard,
around this.
finding
I ended
stars
up
for
not
a
really
little while.
liking it
It's a
as
game where
much
you
as I
solve
wanted
puzzles
to.
by organizing household items. We think it's neat that there
Just
are
a bit
different ways
tedious
to
and
arrange
fiddly
things.
in the end, I
In our
found.
game, you find stars with each
Isaac
arrangement that you
liked it.
discover.
He played
Okay.
quite a bit of it.
And we really leaned into this idea for our new DLC. A little to the left, Seeing Stars. Seeing Stars is all about multiple solutions. There are 33 new levels and 5 additional bonus levels to unlock.
Like maybe it's just playing it with a
Some levels
controller
have up
doesn't
to
help.
5 different ways to solve them.
Yeah, I think
In
this
total,
feels like a
there are
mouse or
100
touchscreen, really. This would be
stars
great
to
on an
discover.
iPad. Or
Yeah.
We've introduced interactive items that fold, flap, stick, stack, smash, and bounce.
Oh, that's cool.
We've got the classic
Some of the items being
organizational puzzles, of
interactive
course, and solutions
Oh, that's-
that
yeah,
range
that's
from
doing
easy
things that
to
fit
tricky.
them into the shapes.
There's a lot to be excited about, but the best thing of all might just be more cats. A little to the left, Seeing Stars, available June 25th.
Have you ever wanted to play a game forever? In Hello Again, developed by the folks at Soup Island, you'll delve into ancient ruins, and thanks to a strange time
I wasn't
loop
gonna say
affecting
anything
the
bad
island you're on, you'll have
about
plenty
cat
of time
people.
to explore every inch.
Hello again. My name is Dwight Davis, and I'm the sole
That's
developer
point.
behind
You getting a cat
Hello
now,
Again,
Matt?
which is a game
No.
about being
No.
trapped in the
I'm
world's
tempted because
coziest
I have wanted
time
one for a long time, but I don't want the responsibility if I want to go away for a weekend or do other things. or
Yeah,
something
fair
to,
enough,
like,
especially
have
if
a
you've
Hello
got-
Again
or even if you've
plays
just
a
got work
diligent
stuff
postal
on, right?
worker
Yeah,
who's
well, yeah,
assigned the
exactly.
task
This
of
last week
delivering
would
a
be
package to a
ridiculous.
remote island.
Mum.
One shipwreck later, you
Yeah, I
awaken
would like one,
stranded
but
on the
no,
island and
no
trapped
chance.
inside an unexplained 12-hour time loop. The three core pillars of Hello Again are exploration, conversation, and puzzle solving. This is a dense game with lots of strange locations and phenomena, so a lot of your
Liking the look of
experience will
this.
consist of walking
Yeah.
around and filling your journal with observations. As you explore, you'll discover that everything runs on a clock, from the weather, to the tides, to the ancient circuits that power the ruins littered across the island. As you play, you'll also unearth a forgotten story about the people who populated this island thousands of years ago. Since the islanders have no idea that they're bound to a time loop, you can use your ever-expanding knowledge to help and/or manipulate them.
Yeah,
so
Phil
you can
Wall's
reach your
joke
goals.
Cozy Wilds, but that's also part of the Outer Wilds story, so. That's all very Outer Wilds.
So, in short, what happens when you mix the gameplay and mechanics of Outer Wilds with the vibes of Animal Crossing and the small town feel of Groundhog Day? The answer is Hello Again,
There you go.
coming in 2025.
So our next title, Tom the Post Girl, is a narrative adventure game by Zurich-based studio Oopsie Daisies. And aptly named, as Tom, our main character, has plenty of oopsie daisies of her own in this game. It has a twisted sense of humor and offers choices that'll leave you wondering, should I have done that? Yeah, it's probably fine. If you're looking to connect with your inner voyeur, this is the game for you.
Hello, we're the Oopsie Daisies, a small studio from Switzerland, and we are here to present you our debut title, Tom the Post Girl.
Accompany Tom on her duties delivering packages to the deranged villagers. And discover a great deal, perhaps too much, about the locals. Her approach, although controversial, is highly effective, intense and obsessive stalking.
So this is real gaming, isn't it? Like, every one of these games
However,
feels
you
so
witness
different,
a
so
wide
unique.
variety of scenes, each more disturbing and chaotic than the last one. But is that really gonna stop you from continuing to do so? Quite the opposite.
We were inspired by the Little Red Riding Hood, which you can recognize in the main protagonist, Tom. We then used her curiosity and exaggerated it to the max, turning her into a stalking post girl.
We had a lot of fun creating this very strange, unique, hand-drawn environment for you to explore, and hope that you'll also enjoy stalking around in it.
That's a worm with a hat on. I'm in.
We're calling to all fans of creepy cute narrative games. If you're curious to follow the development of Tom, make sure to stalk us on social media.
And of course, wishlist the game on Steam. Bye.
Bye.
This next game is based in Jakarta, and it's full of
Sort of
lots
wish that was on my
life
phone.
Stuff. Happiness, sorrow.
I think,
It's
yeah.
called After Love EP, and it's awesome.
I don't know. I mean, I think that feels like, again, a touchscreen
Sasha,
type game.
I'm the
You
lead
got that
narrative
get that out
designer
of.
of the upcoming narrative game After Love EP.
I've not played Coffee Talk. I don't know if
No,
I
me
should.
neither.
I gather it's a bit graphic novel, which I.
This game is about a musician in
interactive
Jakarta
visual.
who hears the
I tend not
voice
to get
of his
on with.
girlfriend after her death.
Come on, Nama, get up!
It will explore the theme of love, dealing with loss and grief, and finding your true self in the bustling city of Jakarta. This game was the golden child of my best friend, the late Fahmi Hasni, who sadly passed away in March 2022.
Oh man.
And I know how much he loved this project, and he would want the world to listen to this story. So we are more than honored to pick up the torch and continue his legacy. Fahmi loved Jakarta very much. I'm always the introvert side of our friendship duo, and he was always the one who took me to all the wonderful places in Jakarta I used to never know about. And most of those places made it into the game, like the places where he loved ramen, or where he would get his coffee, or like where he would meet his friends, or music. And I've enjoyed exploring those places in the game, like we used to do. We've had the pleasure of working with a wonderful shoegaze band from Jakarta, Lalfalfa. They are very brilliant. Sorry, I can't really help fangirling about them. Like, they are so good. And Lalfalfa will be making the soundtrack for After Love EP, including the music Rama plays in the rhythm game. We are also really happy to be working with our main artist, Soyatu. Soyatu has breathed life into our characters with his very distinctive art style and also his love for the underground music scene. We don't have the release date yet, but we expect it to be released around October this year. So please bear with us a little longer, and thank you so much for your support.
Fair dues, that looked really interesting.
Yeah, it did actually. Yeah, I know
We all
Coffee Talk
need a
got,
good mystery to
talked
unravel.
up quite a
And
bit,
the team at
and
European
but it's just one of them that fell by the wayside for me.
aims to please with their upcoming game
Is that on Netflix
Phoenix
games?
Springs. In this
No, I think it's on
neo-noir
Game Pass,
adventure,
though.
you'll search for your lost brother
May have
while
made that up.
navigating a
Not sure.
captivating world with one of the most striking color palettes I've ever seen.
Hi, I'm Jigme Oyser, co-founder of Caligram Studio, and it's my pleasure to introduce you to our mystery adventure game, Phoenix Springs.
When I finally find him,
Oh, look
my
at
brother
that.
makes me promise not to go to the Oasis. So, of course, it's where I end up.
Oof! Wow.
You play as
Sorry, I forgot
Iris
you're on like
Dormer,
a
a
5
reporter
second.
who searched for.
It's fine, like,
gold in
if I look
this
at like
beautiful
the Twitch
yet
dashboard, I
eerie
can
desert
see what you're
oasis
seeing.
in
Like,
Phoenix Springs.
It is a beautiful place to explore. Life is slow. The air is clean. Secrets are kept.
This
But
looks-
should I stop looking for answers?
wow, doesn't it?
We call it a modern point-and-click
Yeah,
game.
like a textbook.
It feels like one of the classic of the 90s that we
Mm.
know and love. But the key difference is that you don't hold objects in your inventory. What you have instead are thoughts and concepts and ideas, like a detective pinboard, and you have to connect them with the world around you or mention them in conversations in order to progress.
Hey, Sarah, hello.
Yo.
Why have you just arrived now? What's
Yeah. You said
have you been to sleep and then woke up again? You working?
Well, yeah,
Game's
but
been in
I'm sure
development for
she
7
is.
years now,
Sure is.
so it's a small team of 3. And one of the
Yeah.
biggest challenges was trying to crack the art style, which is a combination of 3D and traditional 2D hand-drawn animation
Oh,
and
Little to Left
illustration.
is one of yours. I'm sorry I slagged it off a bit
Mm.
about 10 minutes ago.
I think I saw another secret mode game earlier on this same stream. Or is it just that?
Over the last
Just
year,
that
we've been
one, Sarah?
incredibly
I
lucky
thought
to be able
I
to take the game on the road.
Maybe I saw it
Places like
yeah.
South by Sydney, the London Games Festival, or IndieX in Lisbon, where he won the award for Best Art Direction. But really what we saw, the value of these events like Day of the Devs, it's not just being able to get the games in front of players, but really
Because the
connect
one
with
for
other
tonight is a
developers, especially
tease
small
there
teams
by Sarah in
who
the
might be
chat.
facing the same challenges you do.
Keep them peeled.
This looks crazy.
The game is set to release on September the 16th, 2024.
Yes, that is such
on
a unique
Steam.
art style, isn't it?
So you know what to do. And in the meantime, on behalf of the whole team, thanks again to Day of the Devs. And we really can't wait to welcome you all into this little world that
Next
we
game has to be the
created for
last one, right? Unless this was.
Oh yeah, 5-2 already.
Road 96, Lost in Harmony, 1111, Memories Retold. Developer Digix Art out of France has had a pretty prolific run, and we're so very proud to world premiere their very next game. Spoiler alert, it has a lot of water.
Hi everyone, we are Audition Ayub from Jigsaw.
Here is the project that we've been working on for the past 3 years since Road 96.
We are really excited to present to you our new game, Tides of Tomorrow.
So get ready to be surprised and enjoy the show.
Gosh, that looks quite a lot better than Road 96 did.
Yeah, this looks.
Welcome to Pleasureland, my friend.
Yeah, I never played Road 96. But you and Dave played, didn't you?
Yeah. I think James ended up playing quite a bit as well.
Oh, right.
You okay? You're not gonna die, right?
You'll learn what it costs to steal from Obin.
I hope it's the right one.
They have the same clothes.
Wait, that's not the thief. But it was your friend who did it, right? I made the mistake. You want to talk to me? Get on your knees first. Bastard! You won't get away with it! Your friend escaped with my Ozen. And now, you'll pay for it.
Interesting.
Your friend shape your story.
I wonder what that means.
Because obviously, games like
With Day of the Devs,
you
our
know,
mission has always
Walking
been to
Dead
celebrate
and Life is Strange,
creativity,
you saw
diversity,
like
and magic
what
of
people in the
video
community
games.
did.
We strive to give a
so is
voice
it implying
to
that that
emerging
actually
and
affects
underrepresented
what
talent
happens in your
and to
game as
connect
well?
players with developers and their games.
For more than 10 years, we've featured hundreds and hundreds of games at in-person events, and our digital showcase have been watched by tens of millions of fans globally.
Better yet, it's all been completely free. Free admission for attendees, free to watch our streams, and free for developers to participate.
It's common for developers to pay many thousands of dollars to be involved in other showcases and events.
But Day of the Devs has never charged developers to participate, and we never will.
This is only possible due to sponsorships and charitable contributions from people like you.
We want to continue doing Day of the Devs forever, but we're not going to lie, these events and shows cost a lot, and fundraising is hard.
We're so enormously grateful to everyone who has supported us all these years, but for Day of the Devs to continue, we're going to need ongoing support.
So please, if you love discovering new games and supporting emerging developers,
if you would like for us to
Here's
keep
our
on
Patreon.
shining the spotlight on creators,
and especially if you are in a leadership position at a studio, publisher, or platform,
and have budgets that you can tap into,
then please consider donating.
Grassland
to
Gamer
Day
says,
of the
why does
Devs.
everyone have a
without your
beard?
donations, without your
Well, in my
sponsorship,
case, it's because I
without
went
your
bald
help,
and
none
put
of
on
this will
weight.
continue.
And
I don't
remember,
know.
we're official
Can't
501c3
speak for everyone else in the
nonprofit
video.
organization.
so all
We should ask them.
contributions are
Well, everyone
tax
does.
deductible.
To find out more and make a donation, head on over to dayofthedevs.com.
or email sponsorships@dayofthedevs.org.
Thank you so much for your continued support.
So we are just going straight into Devolver, aren't we?
Damn straight. So we like
Got
it.
some more then.
Stay tuned for Devolver Direct, coming up right after Day of the Devs.
Yeah, that's tomorrow, yeah.
It is
Our
tomorrow, yeah.
generous individual contributors and corporate sponsors, we could not do this without you. And here's a list of all the amazing companies that have supported us in 2024 so far. You could be on this list too, if you email us today. Founding sponsors, Double Fine Productions and I Am 8-Bit. And our 2024 sponsors, Annapurna Interactive, Bone Loaf,
Hello, Naylor Ben.
Devolver Digital, Egg, Glum, Idea Xbox, Maximum Games, Netflix Games, Nighthawk Interactive.
That was
Panic,
good.
Yeah, not probably as strong as previous years, I would say.
Yeah, I think because usually Day of the Devs, I've come away sort of telling people, like, oh, you just got to just sit and watch the whole thing,
Yeah.
like just block an hour out for it. Whereas I think this year you can probably pick and choose your way through it. I mean, it's always sort of nice, you know, like because we always like the last few years, like we've done SGF and we've sort of chatted all the way through it, and then we get on to Day of the Devs, and we just kind of shut up and listen for the most part.
Yeah, and watch it. Yeah.
Which I think is testament to it being inherently more interesting. But yeah, that was definitely not as strong as it has been in the past.
No.
Naylor Ben, yes, I think that's been your first comment for a long time, or possibly all night.
Well, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Jeff Keighley, for having us. Thank you for the developers for making these amazing games. Thank you to the curation committee for finding them. Thank you to
what Double Fine working at the moment?
No idea.
Oh, so maybe we'll see that tomorrow. Or Sunday, sorry.
Well, yeah,
which is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bye.
Oh, we're getting a musical performance.
Oh, nice. Oh, Cocoon.
Yeah. Turn it up.
I'll use this opportunity to go for a very quick toilet break.
No worries.
Back in a minute.
I don't really want to miss this, but I should probably do the same because I'm absolutely busted. I think it's going to start in a minute. Yeah, I'm going to go for a wee. I'll be a minute.
Quick Waldo changes as well.
Hello.
Hello.
Don't think we missed anything.
No. Phew.
No offence to the Cocoon Man.
Can't believe he did that to a Scientologist. Mugged us off in the chat. got a press release saying Capcom delivers a show to remember at Summer Game Fest showcase.
Did it?
I'm not sure it did.
I mean, so what?
There was a Kanitsugami. Street Fighter characters.
Street Fighter stuff. They advertised that some of their games were on sale, which is
Monster Hunter Wilds.
Monster Hunter, but we already knew about it and didn't see much new. Yeah, I don't know about show to remember.
No. I was like, what did we miss? Like, oh no, nothing.
Phil said, lol, if Devolver started on another channel. It hasn't, has it?
I don't know, because it's like weird that we're like 4 minutes late for what I've pre-recorded.
Suddenly anxious.
No, I mean, like, they said, hey, Devolver's next after this.
Did they? Right, okay.
Yeah, that's what Greg Rice... Is that? Yeah, Greg Rice said that.
Rice, yeah. Greg Rice, who's in the special thanks section of any indie game credits.
I'll bet, yeah.
Direct 2024. Yeah, no, it doesn't appear to have started anywhere else. So this is still going, isn't it?
It is. Well done.
I really liked Cocoon. It was one of my favourite games of last year.
100%.
But this has gone on a little bit too long.
Yeah. Give me a Devolver Direct, please. And last year's Devolver Direct wasn't incredible.
No.
So was that what we what was the game trailer where there's that fat naked dude walking?
Yes, Baby Steps.
That's Devolver, right?
That's Devolver, so we might see more of that. Maybe a release date.
Yeah.
Who knows? Plucky Squire.
Plucky Squire, of course, yeah.
Skate Story, would like a release date for that, please. I'm really excited about that. And also, yeah, whatever this other Heart Machine game is, which I think is Hyperlight Drifter 2. But we'll see.
Did the Hyperlight developer devs get bought by someone or not?
No, but so Hyperlight Breaker is being published by Gearbox, so they had a bit of uncertainty when Gearbox was sold to Take-Two. They were like, well shit, is our publishing deal fucked then? Apparently not, apparently it's fine. But yeah, interesting that they've got seemingly 2 games on the go, because I didn't think they were that big. We'll see.
Yeah, I think this should be sped up now.
Yeah, it's not. Someone should have.
So, what things are happening tomorrow that we can't do because we've got our child care duties?
So tomorrow's the Future Games show, is the main thing. I mean, there's other SGF stuff going on, isn't there? That we're not.
Yeah, I was just trying to find. Yeah, so there's Future of Play Direct. That's Saturday at 4 o'clock. Wholesome
that's right,
Direct.
Because that's the sort of family focused one, isn't it? So I was going to try and watch that with Isaac tomorrow and see what he thinks. And yeah, Wholesome Direct tomorrow. I've sort of gone off Wholesome Direct after they showed off that Europa last year, which I totally get if you didn't know. Like, it does look lovely, but I remember finding the dev on Twitter a few years ago, and he's a big Elon Musk fan.
Oh, great. Cool. He just loves electric cars. That's fine.
No, it was very much politically motivated. Yeah, saying that America should have a libertarian political party and stuff. Yeah, but you know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Wholesome Direct. That's a 5, and then at 1800 6 p.m. BST Latin America Game Showcase. Then 7:30, women-led game showcase, and then Future Game Show from 8 to 9:30.
Cool.
So busy from 4 onwards, really. If you got time. Yeah, we won't be doing it, unfortunately, because
we've got kids.
Saturday's busy, and and like the 8 o'clock, I would have done the Future Game Show, but I think that's just like it's a clash of things. And
basically, neither of us can guarantee that we'll be there for the start of it, so it's not really worth doing it. Hey ho. I'm sorry to hear the dog's sad, Ben. Hope they're alright. Is it over now? Is it done? Is it just, oh no, I thought it was just frozen then. I mean, guy just wasn't moving.
It's going to tell with his back if that's how he.
It's not a good way to live. I know I have to sit through credits. Could they not have scrolled the credits while the song was playing?
I could have done that. Why are we 10 minutes late for a pre-recorded stream? Maybe Jeff's one. I guess Jeff's wasn't.
Yeah. But then this started on time, did it not? Maybe not.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's produced by AF5. They're like, again, they're all the X1 Up people.
I see. I love that Dose One does all this stuff now. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
No.
He was part of Cloud Dead, who were a hip hop collective years ago, and he's been involved in like various sort of hip hop acts and stuff. But for some reason now his whole thing is that he just does video game music. Fair play to him.
Why not? Yeah.